What's that? Let me see. If you enjoy the video, hit the like. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe.
Welcome to another episode of Ooh, What's That? Where I go over different apps and gadgets and just things that I find that I think are really, really cool, and you guys should check them out. And I just share them with you guys. And on today's episode, I want to share with you the Acorn Investing app, because I think that Acorn is a great app. If you're just getting into stocks, you don't know what to buy, you want to grow your money, Acorn to me is the best way to start out. Stash is another wonderful stock buying app. I really like it. I will leave a link to the video down below. Also, Acorn offers a debit card just like Stash, and Acorn will pay you stock every time you swipe your debit card. I made a video on the Acorn versus the debit card. I'll leave that link down below so you guys can check that out as well. But we're going to get into Acorn because I think it's a really, really good app for anyone who's interested in investing. I personally use my Acorn as a savings account. That's really what I use it for. And if I'm trying to save up money for something, I will put that money into Acorn because they're growing. My money is working for me, and it's nice. It's to me, it's a great savings account, right? So first thing we're gonna do is get into Twitter, because I like using Twitter accounts as a way to get information about businesses, what they're doing, what they're offering, special events, sweepstakes, and all that type of stuff. So let's jump into it. So we got the Acorn Twitter account here. Now, Acorn's Twitter account, I mean, they post up nice stuff sometimes. Look, Taylor Swift. Oh, that's funny. And of course, it's a squirrel, so you gotta get the Acorn going. And I love me some Taylor Swift. But beyond that, I like Acorn's Twitter account. They post up some information, nothing too serious, sweepstakes and things like that. I'm going to show you guys this video really quick, though. It's from the Acorn CEO. How do you help people save? That's the big question for Noah Kerner. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly. The CEO of Acorn. Access without education is not democracy, which is true, because it's very important that we educate people on financial literacy. It's not enough to just build up your kids' credit or, give your kids money or tell them to save their money. You have to teach them about budgeting, investing, APR, APY. You have to teach them about how money works, inflation, compound interest. You want to teach them about how to spend their money, how to build their credit, how credit works. These things are important. So let's check out this video really quick, because I like it, and see what he says.
What are your thoughts on the buy now, pay later and how it impacts consumers?
Well, I think a lot of the products out there that are getting people to do things that aren't necessarily in their best interest are obviously really problematic. So we're believers in putting the responsible tools of wealth making in people's hands. I think people spending money that they don't necessarily have is not what that's about, right? So the question really is with us is like, how do you help people build emergency savings? How do you help people save for retirement? How do you help people create a better future for themselves later so they're not putting themselves in compromised positions? So that's really like the thing. And I have sort of a strong perspective around this idea of democratized. People use this democratized. Democracy is great. Democratizing access is great, but access without education is not democracy. And so I think that's the fundamental thing that is.
Right. So what is he talking about there? He's talking about the buy now, pay later systems, how like Klarna or Amazon, PayPal, different things are offering you where you can essentially buy the product and just pay them back later on. But the problem with most of that is interest. So they're waxing you. So you're actually paying more for the product than you would have paid if you would have just bought it outright right then and there. And I understand some people's financial situations are in critical situations where they don't have the money, all the money right now to buy something, but they need that thing right now. So they need to be able to make payments on it. And I get that. But you have to consider that what you're really doing to yourself is just putting yourself in debt. You're putting yourself in more debt. So this thing that would have cost you $300 now is going to cost you $400 because you're paying interest on this thing, right? So it's just something to consider. And everybody's financial situation is different, but sometimes you might think that you need something and you actually don't need it. You can go without it for a little bit longer because you were already going without it for whatever amount of time that you were. And then what he was talking about with the access without education is essentially useless, which is true, because let's say you do get a job as a doctor. If you don't know nothing about being a doctor, the job don't do no good to you because you don't know what to do. You can't help people, and you ain't gonna make no real money out of that because you're gonna eventually get fired. And now it just looks bad on your resume. You got nobody to use as a reference. It doesn't help you progress in your life without the education. Education is very, very important, which is why I believe everybody should go to college. And I will leave a link to that video in the description as well, because college is a useful tool for all of us, and you don't have to pay. That is a myth. That is a myth. You can go to college for free, and I explain that in the video. But let's jump into Acorn, because I want to show you guys this thing. So first off, before we get into anything, let's talk about the accounts. You have to pay for Acorn, right? And in which case, it's going to be the $3 per month or the $5 per month. I currently have the personal $5 per month, which is an all-in-one investment, retirement, and checking, plus a metal debit card, which is true. Very, very nice debit card. It got a little weight on it. It feels really good in your hand. Bonus investment, money advance, and more. In which case, this is what you get. You get an investment account. Put your spare change to work with roundups every time you swipe your debit card, even on your checking account that's linked to your Acorn, and on your debit card that Acorn gives you. Whatever change is left over, they will put that and start investing that. Earn bonus investments, which is true. Every time you swipe your card at certain places, they will give you 2% more, 25% more stock for buying from that specific place with your debit card. Grow your knowledge with hundreds of articles. They also offer financial literacy, financial articles and classes and lessons that you can learn. Later is a retirement account, and the banking is, again, a checking account. Like I said, you can, every time you swipe the card, you get some stock. Now, the family account for $5 has all of those things, plus you get accounts for your kids, multiple kids custodial accounts. So if you have children and you want to open up custodial accounts for your kids, Acorn is a great way to do that. They will do that for you. In which case, a custodial account just means that when you're buying these stocks, you're buying them in your children's name. It's not under your name. It's under your kid's name. They can inherit that when they're 18 years old, in which case by then that money will be more than what it was. So if you open up a savings account for your kid, that's great. But whatever money you put in that savings account, it'll still be that money in that savings account. You put 10 grand in it when they're born. By the time they're 18, it's still 10 grand. You open up a custodial account for your kids with 10 grand. By the time they're 18, who knows? It could be $30,000 by then. You know what I mean? So that's why I believe in investing over savings accounts. I believe investing is much better than a savings account. So you got the $3 and the $5. So I'm going to show you guys my Acorn account because I just want to show you how it looks, how the app looks. I'm not going to show it to you on the phone, but it's essentially the exact same thing as the website. And I just want you guys to see the potential in this thing. And they have two-factor authentication. So, if somebody gets into your account, if they don't have your cell phone, then they can't get in. So this is my Acorn account. I want to show you guys something really cool that I like about Acorn. But first, let's just get into the account really fast. So like I said, with Acorn, they invest the money. You give them the cash, and they will put your cash to work. They will invest the money for you. You can see I have $2,036 in my Acorn account, but that really comes from roundup. So I don't actively put money into my Acorn account. I should, but I don't. All my money that has been invested in the Acorn has come from roundup investing. So that's them taking the change from every time I'm swiping my card and every time I'm buying things, and they're taking that change and then investing it. And dividends, it's a DRIP account, which is dividend reinvestment portfolio. So they take the dividends and they buy more stock with those dividends. So you can see that that's what mine has always been. It's been, like I said, roundup. I don't actually add money to my Acorn. I stopped doing that a while ago. Well, right here, April 2021, I put $100, but that was about it. And then before that, I think the last time I put money in it was a while ago. But yeah, the rest are just roundups. So yeah, I haven't really been actively putting money into my Acorn account. But even with that, you can look right here. It says total invested. I put $1,450.03. I have taken out no money out of my Acorn account. No referrals. I do tell people about Acorn. I send them the link. But if they don't sign up, that's not on me. They just choose not to sign up. And then my dividends over time has been $46. And you can see I have $2,000 in it. So my stocks that they've been buying for me has made me over $100, like more. I want to say, what is that, like $300-400, somewhere around there. And you can see, right? So for the portfolios, you tell them what kind of investing you want to do. So right here, I have aggressive because, like I said, my main thing is for them to work my money, work it, make me as much money as you possibly can with my money. I'm not worried about the risk. I'm not afraid of losing money. Scared money don't make no money. So that's what they've been doing with mine. And you can see that, like I said, my risk is aggressive, but there are 4 different categories of risk. You have moderately aggressive, right, which is stocks and bonds. You have moderate, 40% bonds and 60% stocks. And then moderately conservative, which is someone who's very scared of losing their money. So they will put 60% bonds and 40% stocks. Bonds don't go down in price. You buy them at one price and they will pay you dividends, and the price usually just keeps going up. It usually doesn't go down. Stocks are the ones that fluctuate. They go up and down, up and down. Again, mine is aggressive, so I have no bonds. They're not buying any bonds from me. They're just plummeting into stocks, and that's the way I like it. Maybe I might do this one right here, moderately aggressive, change it up just a little bit. But you can see here the 5-year projection for this. So you can see that it's kind of low, kind of high. So the average is 4.4. But if you look at mine, which is aggressive, you can see that the average amount that I'm going to make is 5% over a 5-year projection period. 5% of whatever I put into it. So I thought that that's just pretty cool. I'm going to cancel here because I'm not changing my my investment strategy. I like it like this. This right here, the theme, this is just talking about if you want them to invest in eco-friendly businesses. So businesses that are trying to protect our environment, they will do a lot of investing into that. So that's why I put my money into this as opposed to like invest in diversified export design ETF portfolios that give you exposure to a broad range of stocks and bonds, which would probably make me more money if I did that. But I do believe in saving the planet and taking care of our planet. So I want to go back to this other thing though on Acorn that I think is really cool. And of course you have the view to potential where they can show you how much money I would eventually make. Right now my retirement is at 48 when I turn 48, although realistically I'm probably pushing to retire around 50. So if I leave everything the way that it is right now, and just the roundups, I'm not adding any more money, my money will be about $8,000 in there in total, and the return will be about $8,000. A little under half of what I put in is what I'll get back out of it if I retire at 50. Of course, if I push this up to the normal retirement age, which, well, this says 63, which is around like 67, 65, then you can see I would have made a lot more money. In which case, maybe I will just leave my money there. I don't know. If my crypto blows up like I'm hoping that it will, I'll just live off my crypto and leave my stocks, to do their thing. So now I want to show you guys this earn more money. And the banking is, like I said, that is showing you my bank account. But I don't actually use it anymore. I stopped using that a while ago. I use my Stash debit card to do my thing. But I want to show you guys this right here. Earn more money. So when you click on this, and the way the way the Acorn works is when you swipe your Acorn card at certain places, they will pay you stocks for that place, right? But they don't pay you stocks for every single swipe that you make. And it's a percentage, which is different from Stash. When you swipe your Stash card, then you get stocks no matter where you go, right? So these are the different places that you can earn. They're showing you $20 invested, $5. Sometimes it's a percentage when you spend the money at these places. Sometimes it's the actual cash. But another really cool thing is up here. You can see this is shopping. So if I buy anything on through this website, with my Acorn card, I'm getting back the stocks. If you click on jobs, they will actually show you jobs that are hiring. So I thought that was really, really cool that they added this in. So not only are they helping you to make money with your money by investing with your money, but they are helping you to make money by actually getting a job. They have a job board here. So I thought that was really cool. My stuff is still set to Fort Lauderdale because they think that I live in Fort Lauderdale, although I don't. So let's change this here to Fort Pierce, and let's see what jobs do we have. Boom. Location saved and updated, and you can see here that now they're showing me jobs in the Fort Pierce area, in which case, that's pretty cool. Look, work from home, freelance, right? No experience needed. Very, very cool. And you just put in your search. I thought that was really cool. I wanted to share that with you guys. And here, right here, you can see if I click on that, it's showing you how they paid me, like I said, in stock. So when I got some gas, they gave me 25 cents for every time I swiped my card at Chevron to get gas. Bought me some Burger King. They gave me 12 cents for the Burger King, the Chevron again, the Dunkin' Donuts. Looks like I was really enjoying some Chevron gas at this time. Not really sure why. I usually don't buy Chevron, but whatever. And that is Acorn in a nutshell. I just wanted to really show this to you guys and share this with you guys. I think Acorn is a really great investing app. If you're just getting into investing, you're not sure what stocks to buy, Acorn can help you. They will work your money for you. All you have to do is give them the money. They will work it for you. So that being said, I'm going to bring this video to an end. I want to thank you guys for watching another episode of Ooh, What's That? And let's all remember, man, we all out here trying to do the same thing. Just be happy and survive. Y'all stay blessed.